Hello everyone. Today I found a very nice article in the news, the Daily News. It's from September 19th of this year, and it's about an artist. Her name is Laderman Ukeles, and she focuses on making art out of objects she finds that people might call discarded items. And this is part of her art. She's the artist in residence of the New York Sanitation Department. She's an unsalaried artist in residence. So this is something that's very unusual, very interesting, and she made She made in the Queen's Museum an art installation, and let's take a look at this article. She also is very focused on giving the proper respect to the sanitation department, to the workers of the sanitation department, as they provide a very good service for the community, for the people of New York, and also, of course, all of the departments provide for their communities. All of the sanitation provide this very needed service for their communities. So anyway, let's take a look at this article about this artist. Let's take a look right now. This is her, Maria Laderman Ukeles. Her trash, a museum piece by Lisal L. Colangelo, New York Daily News. Picking up trash and keeping the city clean is an art form to Mierle Laderman Ukeles, the artist who once spent months shaking the hands of 8,500 New York City sanitation workers, has taken over the Queen's Museum with a retrospective called Maintenance Art, which opened Sunday. And for the first time, the museum is devoting all of its exhibition space to one artist, Ukeles, who has been the unsalaried artist in residence at the city sanitation department since the late 1970s. Her groundbreaking, unusual work has boosted the morale of New York's strongest, and she is one of the first to pair art with the seemingly ordinary toil of municipal workers. Quote, sometimes in our culture, we are so focused on success of a certain kind of people, like celebrities and those who become very wealthy, Ukeles told the Daily News. Quote, we tend to forget the people who are working all the time, the service workers who make it possible for institutions and the cities to survive. In 1983, she covered a sanitation truck in mirrors to remind New Yorkers, especially those who looked down on, quote, garbage men, that the trash it carried was their own. She also built a ceremonial arch out of thousands of work gloves. Queen's Museum President and Executive Director Laura Raikovich said Ukeles has taken an issue. Queen's Museum President and Executive Director Laura Raikovich said Ukeles has taken on issues such as women in society, environmental sustainability, and civic responsibility. Quote, her work is a guide star and inspiration to new generations of artists working to engage social issues, Rajkovic said. Sanitation Commissioner Catherine Garcia said Ukeles' art, quote, brought a new level of dignity to sanitation workers. Mierle Laderman Ukeles with arch using thousands of work gloves. That's right over here, right on the top. At right, the social mirror. That right is the social, the piece called the social mirror. Also, I have something I had sent away for a quote-unquote a vegan belt. Anyway, vegan belt, I got this. In other words, not made out of leather. So, this is it, right over here. Navy blue. Navy blue. This is all made in America. Made in America, as we can see. Thomas Bates. Thomas Bates, made in America. This is made out of canvas. This could be also a money belt. As we can see here, there's a zipper. A zipper right over here. Here, the zipper. Let's get to the zipper area. Right there, we open it up, and so we can put some bills in it and things. Here, this is the buckle. It came in this hiker money belt, made in USA by Thomas Bates, navy blue. So we have that. That's an interesting, in other words, if you don't want to get, you don't want to get something made out of leather, you can get this canvas belt. Something else I purchased at a sale several months ago. This is an interesting item. This is the woman that told me about, that sold this to me, said this is an armband that the flappers used to wear, the flappers from the 1920s. So it's in the shape of a serpent. That's kind of interesting, and it's got articulated, body to it. So that's a very interesting item, made out of metal. And let's see, I also had bought, I go occasionally to flea markets and things like that. And so this is an old time, this is a very vintage copper, it appears to be, a tea container where they sold tea from. So let's take a look at this. Let's get it in a good light. English breakfast tea, you see? What does it say here? Oh, a blend of fine teas producing a distinctive English brew. It says that throughout the all four sides. English breakfast tea. See, it goes through all four sides. A splendid brew. A splendid, fine, teas producing an exotic English brew. Oh, this one says it very well over here. So anyway, this is made out of copper, so it's interesting to see that they used to give these away with every every batch of tea that they sold, every batch of tea that was sold. That's an interesting situation there, you know, pretty well constructed. So anyway, we have here the art of Ms. Mierle Laderman Ukeles, who is the artist, unsalaried artist in residence for the New York Sanitation Department. So she has made this art installation there. So hopefully it's still going on, hopefully. So we can all go to see it. And then so that's a very interesting thing, because these days people, as she had said, focus on celebrity and those that are very rich. And there are people that are doing things for us in all walks of life that are very important. There are all kinds of positions and professions where people are very important, and they don't necessarily get the kudos that they deserve. So we have over here this article. Here she is one more time. Again, this is Mierle Laderman Ukeles, the artist. Okay, so thanks a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and you're certainly welcome to subscribe. We'd love to have you here, and thanks a lot. Take care.